NCSY really connects everyone. We're a big family, and for people that come from a background that's not so religious, it gives them such a great opportunity to go and just connect with so many people and learn and really find inspiration in their lives.
It's a great place for everyone to be able to come together and be just Jewish.
I've been doing it for so long that it's my connection to Judaism, and when I decided to transfer to a public school after 8th grade, it was that one thing that kept me going and kept me religious.
I was given the incredible opportunity to go on NCSY Give, and Give really changed my perspective on Judaism and Torah and really lit my candle. I guess you could say lit my flame, and that was really the beginning of NCSY for me. So 4G stands for 4 Girls NCSY, and the first 4G event was a Shalosh Shidduch, and over 100 girls came, and that really shows there's a place and need for an 4G NCSY program in Chicago.
NCSY have totally changed their lives for the good. And they would not be where they're at if not for NCSY. And they love it.
I started working for NCSY in August of 2000. And to say that NCSY has grown in leaps and bounds since then would be an understatement. But one of the constants of NCSY throughout that whole time has been Fegi, especially for me. When I started, she was the one who coached me, she advised me, and to this day, she still does it. And she still does it with a friendly smile and a way that only she can.
She would come and say, I'm watching what you're doing, and we'll talk after the Shabbaton. I said, okay. I got a little bit nervous at the Shabbaton, and then she came to my office after the Shabbaton, and we sat down and we talked, and she said, A++. Oh, nothing better than getting an A++ from Fegi.
And she looked at me and she said, Moshe, A++. Now, you don't get a triple plus from Fegi very often, but that is one of my pride and joys of NCSY, is an A++.
And then we went through the whole Shabbaton, and she remembers every single detail about the things that happened at the Shabbaton.
When you think of a Shabbaton, it's the NCSYers, it's the staff, and it's Fegi. At every Shabbaton, you can count on seeing her there, dancing, committed, involved in every way.
When I first met Fegi and I asked her what her role is in an organization, she told me that she is an evaluator for NCSY. Well, after 6 years working for NCSY, I can now say that Fegi is a co-pilot. She is right there along with the leadership, helping to direct and to take NCSY to the next level. I can't remember Fegi ever missing an NCSY event or a Shabbaton. She's always at a convention, connecting with the Balabatim, providing the positive feedback and the constructive criticism that is so integral to the growth of NCSY.
Fegi is always going over to kids, asking them how they're doing, and really there for everyone, and it's really just inspiring.
To be at a Shabbaton, to be at an NCSY event, and to see NCSYers going over to Fegi, saying, hi Fegi, how are you? Pulling her into a circle to dance with her, schmoozing with her. She really is an unbelievable advisor for them. But then to see the staff talk to her, and the staff to ask her questions.
It's rare to find a person so committed in every way to an organization like Fegi is to NCSY.
I think it's safe to say that NCSY's growth over these last 2 decades has been in no small part due to the support and active involvement of Fegi Maurer.
My parents both were Holocaust survivors. They're from Czechoslovakia, and we were taught to give to other people as they were given when they came here after World War II. And I find all these children actually to be almost like my children. And I'm happy that I can give something back to the community via that way.
It's so fitting that Fegi is receiving the Morat HaMesorah Award at this evening's banquet, because her dedication to transmitting the legacy of our people to the next generation is so evident in everything that she does.
I remember A.Y. Weinberg spoke to my father when we were living in Des Moines and asked to have a Shabbaton there, and he wanted to revive the chapter. So my father agreed. and they all came, and I got involved in helping out the Shabbaton. After that, I've been involved ever since.
Yosi was such an anomaly at the Shabbaton. He was somebody that had never witnessed NCSY, and you could see the light bulbs going off as the Shabbaton developed. And really, as the time in Des Moines developed, seeing Yosi go from a little standoffish to interested to excited, and here he is today.
His humility is something beyond compare. Even when it came Sunday mornings to the thank yous, when it came time to thanking Yosi, he would run out of the room right before they got to his name, so he shouldn't be around.
When I wanted to leave my house in Des Moines, my father told me I either had to get married or move to a nice big Jewish community. And the only reason I picked Chicago is from all the friends that I made in NCSY, like Kenny and David, Shlomo, and they went to Kins. When I went to Kins, I met David, and then they introduced me to Aviva.
It's how I grew up. It's how we met. Like, it's how we raise our children. Even though we don't go to every Shabbaton, that's still how they're growing up. They're still growing up with the value that NCSY instilled in us.
I mean, we sing benching at the table with the NCSY
Right.
tune.
Yosi and Aviva are community people. They are dedicated day in, day out to every aspect of the community. The schools, the shuls, Hatzalah, you name it. They are involved in the community all the time. And to be able to work side by side with Yosi for so many years was incredible, because there wasn't ever a moment where he said, I can't do that, or that's too much. It was always, I'll get it done, don't worry.
One of the things that people might not know about Yosi and Aviva is that although their role at a convention, at a Shabbaton, was behind the scenes, they're very much in front when it comes to dealing with NCSYers. NCSYers from all over have sought them out to spend Shabbos at their house, to spend Yom Tovim at their house, and they have really given such an incredible hashpah on people, on kids. Kids are where they are today. They're now adults, they're now married, they now have kids of their own, and all Shomer Torah mitzvos, because in large part of what Yosi and Aviva did for them.
Aviva in particular has taken the time to really get to know the NCSYers, to talk to them and to really understand them, offering them advice, offering them guidance, and that beyond the professional capacity that Yosi had at NCSY has had an impact on countless teenagers through the years.
We're both very behind the scenes kind of people. We're the ones who get things done. So the kids that we related to were not necessarily the kids that were sitting in the middle of the circle or getting up and saying a Dvar Torah, but the kids that wanted to help set the table, the kids that wanted to help make the cholent and cut the potatoes. And we opened our home, and those are the kinds of NCSYers that related to us and that we related to.
To be able to give Yosi and Aviva the Hakarat Tova Award is really special for us. To be able to say thank you publicly to a team who doesn't like to be publicly thanked. I know it was hard for them, but it's most fitting.
I love when I would go to conventions that I can see when a kid started in 8th grade or 9th grade and watch them grow to the end when they graduate. And I see it because I'm at every Shabbaton planning it all, and I print the awards. And so I see what they get, and I see them grow, and it's very rewarding to see. I'm still in touch with kids that I had from Des Moines that are now from, some of them have kids, and they're living nice Jewish lives.
And it's because of NCSY.
Yeah.